What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sills the Man, and I just want to let y'all know I feel great today. I feel energetic. I feel the energy flowing through my veins. And the first thing I wanted to do was talk to y'all. I want to talk to y'all. Y'all mean that much to me, man. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always watching my videos. Thank you for rocking with me. So today, what I'm going to talk about is the number one route, the number one way to heartbreak. And in my opinion, there's one road, one main highway, interstate, freeway to leading yourself to heartbreak every single time. But before I get to that, please, if I may ask, hit that subscribe button. It's the red button right below this video box. Like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Create a conversation. I love to see y'all talk. I try to respond to as many of y'all as I can. I'm appreciative for all the comments, all the good feedback, all the good energy. Love y'all. And also follow my Instagram page, instagram.com/SealsTheMan. That's another way for me to reach out to you guys and show content. Let's get to it. So the number one way that, I was talking about to getting your heart broken, man, it is expectations. But it's deeper than that. So I have three phases, three groups, main groups of expectations, self-expectation and expectation of others that leads to heartbreaks. The first group is fantasy versus reality. The second group is love versus lust. The third group is taste over health. But yes, those three groups. I'm going to talk about those real quick. I don't want to hold y'all long. So let's get on the first group. Fantasy versus reality. Expectations of having a life that's full of fantasy. Having a life that's based on your fantasies, your dreams. We all want the dream guy or the dream woman. We all want the dream job and the dream car, the dream house, the dream family. And that's all good. But there's a lot of things that hold us back from even achieving those dreams and those fantasies. Because I'm not here to tell you that those are impossible to reach, those things are impossible to attain, because that wouldn't be true. But what I'm here to tell you is, are you holding yourself back from achieving those fantasies and those dreams? I'll talk about a few things here. Are you ready to attain those dreams and those fantasies? Are you mentally ready? Are you physically ready? Do you want it bad enough? Because you cannot have expectations and think you're gonna get those expectations without doing your due diligence. That's just not how life works. So that portion is what reality entails. Are you doing the work, or are you being lazy? Are you just wanting something, or do you need that something? The true answers to those questions is your reality. So in order to capitalize on your fantasies versus your reality, you have to make them balance. They can't be unbalanced. This can't be your fantasy and this be your reality. And this can't be your fantasy and this be your reality. They have to be balanced. So make sure you make the adjustments. Make sure you make the changes to be able to achieve those fantasies. You have to make your reality match your fantasy. You ever tried to plug an old charger into a new phone? It's not going to work. Because the new phones are USB 3.0 or Thunderbolt 3. The old phones use the older chargers. So if your reality is, you're not working hard enough to get your fantasy, then you're basically just trying to ram in an old charger into a new phone. It's not going to work. You're going to break it. No one's going to be happy. It's a lose-lose situation. You have to make sure you have the right plug, the right adapter. It has to fit. It has to be balanced. The second group, love versus lust. This is a big one because a lot of us find lust and confuse it with love. Sex does not equate to love. And in a lot of cases, that way of thinking ends in heartbreaks almost every single time. It also applies to money, finances. If you're chasing money, if money runs your life, that is not you loving money. You're lusting after it. Lust is when you sacrifice yourself and the reciprocation is not the same. You don't get anything back. And the things you do get back are usually bad and not good for you and not healthy. So one thing we must do is find the difference in lust and love. They're both 4-letter words. They both start with L, but they are so different, even though they are confused to be the same. I could compare lust is like the story with the wolf putting on sheep's clothing. Like, they can be similar. They can look similar from far away. But once you get close up, you can see those wolf eyes in that sheep costume. Then you realize, this is not what I expected. Expectations. And also, if you lead with lust, you will not get love. And what does leading with lust mean? Using your body to get someone or get something. Sacrificing your peace and your possessions to get money or a brand new car, and not realizing the damage you're doing for yourself and your family. Gambling is a form of lust. And as you see, the common denominator in all of these things is you're sacrificing something from you and you're getting nothing back in return. In fact, what you're getting in return is subtraction. Something is being taken away from you. So you're throwing out your positives and you're getting negatives back. That is not good. It's not healthy, and it always leads to heartbreak. The third group is taste versus health. And no, I'm not talking about McDonald's and how tasty it is and why it's so bad for your health. That could be part of this group, but that's not exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about taste in the literal sense of taste. When something tastes good, it heightens your senses. It does something to our brains. And in connection with the other two groups, it gives us fantasies. It gives us a sense of lust after a while if you're not disciplined. When something tastes good to you, you want more of it. You gotta have more of it. But what we have to remember is that we have to prioritize our health. Is this thing that we want more of healthy? Is this thing that we want more of good for us, good for our situation, good for our families, good for our well-beings, good for our mindsets? Because taste does not only involve with the tongue. It does not only involve your taste buds. I compare taste to being exposed to something new and getting a heightened feeling from it. But when we do not prioritize our health, when we do not prioritize ourselves, then our taste will take over our minds. It will guide our way and you lose all control. Do you really want that? So I'm not trying to take the excitement out of your life. I just want y'all to remember to sit down and just think sometimes. Stop sometimes and think, hey, this thing I'm about to do, this thing I'm about to acquire, this thing I'm about to taste, is it good for me? Seriously, is it healthy for me? Is this just a temporary satisfaction or is this a long-term investment? So what Sills wants you to do is combine all three of these groups together, right? And I want you to look at it, evaluate your life and your situation and say, and go by group, is this thing healthy for me? Is this love or is this lust? Am I living in my fantasy or am I living in my reality and being real with myself? Am I dealing with temporary satisfactions over lifelong purpose? Which one is more important to you? Do you want something that's going to feel good to you for a moment, or do you want something that's going to last forever? And I don't want to act like, I'm preaching to y'all or I'm trying to tell y'all how to live your life. I do the same thing every day. I think about these things every day. These things lead my decisions. Every single day, every decision I make, before I execute that decision, I say, Sills, is this good for you? Is this healthy for you? Is this love or is this lust? Are you living in your fantasy or or are you being real with your reality? Is this a worthy investment? And after I answer those questions, I go on with the decision. I make a choice and I move on. But one thing I want y'all to always do is prioritize you. You can't help other people if you don't help yourself, okay? All right, so I just wanted to make a quick video. Thank y'all for watching. As always, remember these things. It's gonna help you from not getting your heart broken, okay? It was good talking to y'all. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this day and try to exert this energy. I know I'm gonna crash soon. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.